Hello, my name is Isabelle. I'm an author, speaker, blogger, and I love to share spiritual teachings with a touch of color. Today, a short video about the law of attraction and the teachings of Florence Scovel Shinn. I'm a huge fan of her book, The Game of Life. It's a game changer where she talks about some of the biblical principles that should govern our lives. And it's really magical book. It's really helpful to gain faith, to get rid of fear, and to work on our subconscious beliefs about life in general, money, abundance, relationships. It's a really lovely jewel of a book. And one of the things that she does teach is that by the power of your word, you can create wonders, you can create miracles, but you can also create catastrophes. And I came across the story of a young woman on one of the social media platforms where she was talking about how she recently traveled somewhere and something really bad happened to her. And her friend got very ill. She had to be transported to the emergency in a country, a foreign country. And she also made a side note that thank God we had insurance. And I told my friend, you must get insurance before we leave because, you know, bad things can happen, catastrophes can happen. And it occurred to me that she, through the power of her word, is likely to have manifested this situation. I think it might have been food poisoning. I don't know all the details. But the truth of the matter is that by the power of your word, you can create miracles or disasters, and you can easily attract disasters by calling them in, by saying, this is gonna happen, or chances are this is gonna happen. The energy on this planet has accelerated. Things have changed. The energy is high vibrational, which means that the vibrations of this planet circulate at a high frequency, which means that when you speak, you are likely going to attract what you want or what you don't want more quickly than before. I have noticed in my own life that when I speak out something, no matter what it is, it comes faster. It comes really quickly. I even read a book about manifesting a couple years ago and said that we are moving into an era of instant manifestation. So if you keep saying chances are that something bad will happen, then you're going to attract it. So it's very important to be conscious of these things. You know, we can really create havoc in our lives through the things that we speak out. It's excuse me, it's written in the Bible that through the power of our word we create. So all of this to say that when you are speaking, it's important to be more conscious of what you're about to say. Sometimes we speak things, we say things, you know, we're chatting with people and we get all excited and we'll say things without thinking it through, without realizing that there are consequences to this. A lot of people don't know this principle, and they spend their days complaining, criticizing others. And one of the things that Florence Scovel Shinn mentions in her book is that if you criticize others constantly, your situation, you will be criticized. If you keep complaining, if you keep spewing hate and negative words about people, somebody's going to say the same thing about you, because no spoken word is without consequence. It's like a boomerang. So if you speak abundance, health, joy, it'll come back to you. If you speak the negative side of things, if you speak about disease, if you speak about catastrophe, hate, jealousy, envy, it will also come back to you. So very important. I have a friend who's a teacher of the law of attraction, John Coble, who said that one of his clients kept talking about how she was afraid that her house would burn down. She kept talking about it, thinking about it, and eventually she manifested it in her life. One of her guests came to her home and lit a match and the house started burning. So the truth of the matter is that you can create heaven, you can create miracles, or you can create havoc and catastrophe with your spoken word. Same goes with your imagination. If you're always imagining the worst, listen, I understand. I used to be that way. It comes from my upbringing, it comes from my family. My parents are like that. So if you keep imagining the worst, what are you going to do? You're going to attract it in your life. You have to have mental discipline and speak out only what you want. It's increasingly more important to work on that, to imagine the best. If you're having a panic attack, do a meditation, go out in nature, call your best friend, do something that's going to soothe your mind. Listen to subliminals on YouTube. That can be very helpful. But avoid panicking, avoid seeking the worst, because you are going to likely attract that into your life. So a short video about this little story that I came across on social media. I thought it was very relevant. I'm back. I'm going to share more videos going forward, and I hope you are interested in these topics, because it's something that's very dear to my heart. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. And until next time for another video. Bye for now.